Welcome all dear viewers to day 81 of this Ramayana 108. We would be continuing from the point where we left from the previous episode. We do saw that all the three things by mind, words and action, that is all not necessary in front of his compassion. If just a person just comes to his door, that is more than enough. He could be even his own enemy. In this way, we are going to continue from the point where we left. That is, after saying this, Rama is going to continue this establishment of protection of the sort. This way, let us see what is he going to continue saying today. Arto va yadi va driptah paresham sharanagata arih pranan parityajya rakshitavya kritatmana. Here, Rama is trying to establish still more firmly that at any cost such a person should be protected. Why? That we do see in the clan of Lord Rama himself, whether it is Raghu Maharaja, Shibi Chakravarti, or anyone for that matter. That is how they have acted in these kind of situations. Artova Yadiva Driptaha. Here, what kind of person he could be? That is, he might be the person who wants the fruits. That is, protection could be for many reasons. It is not only when an enemy attacks us, it could be for many reasons. Here, Vibhishana analyzed that he has no safety anymore in the palace of Ravana or Lanka. After that situation, he came here. It could be due to the protection from the enemy's attack, or it could be due to some other reason. Whatever reason it might be, the protection, if it is sought, then it should be given. Arto va yadiva driptaha. Here, it shows us that someone might be seeking protection for some reason. However, that reason, if they want that fruit immediately, then that person, those persons who want their fruits immediately of the protection which they have sought for, they fall under the category of this artha. And that person could be of some other category too. Which is that category? Those persons fall under the category of driptaha. Here it is shown that some persons might be needing or wanting their fruits at a later time, at a delayed time, but they want to seek it right now. Those persons are known as driptaha. Here it is not only the persons who want their fruits at a later time, it could be even the circumstances or how deserving the person is. If it is from the Lord's point of view, if he is really deserving at this time, then if he is not deserving, he would delay those fruits. Just as in the case of Bharata, when Bharata went to Lord Sri Rama and asked for him to come back to Ayodhya, this is what happened. The circumstances were not as such he could go back immediately. This is the case of Druptaha, where we can see that. That is, all those situations were not supportive to what Bharata asked for. In that way, Druptaha here shows that the fruit, whatever he is going to get from the protection, that would be at a later point. It could be because of the person's intention itself, or it could be from the Lord's point of view, thinking that he is not deserving at this time, or whatever the situation could be around, just in Bharata's case. So the fruits will be delayed in that case. So whether a person wants his fruits immediately or at a delayed time, whatever category he falls under, when he wants to get protected from someone else, that is, he could be an enemy of that person, and the person who comes could be an enemy to us. In that way, Paresham Sharanagata shows here that that person who has sought protection could be an enemy who is seeking protection from his own another enemy. Arih Pranan Parityajya. Here, as in the case of Raghu Maharaja, or even in the case of Shivi Chakravarti, we do see that Shivi Chakravarti, however, compensated by his own flesh for the pigeon, and in another case, Raghu Maharaja was ready to sacrifice his own life for a Brahmana. In both the cases, we do see that they were ready to even sacrifice their own lives. Here, our commentators say that pranan parityajya shows here that at any cost, that kind of person should be protected. That is because, as I have told you before, this Sharanagata Samrakshana Dharma, Tata Shubhataram Vakyam Uvacha Haripungavam, as Valmiki says, whatever Sri Rama spoke about this Sharanagata Samrakshana, that is more auspicious than anything else. That is because this is staying from eternal, time eternal. This is there from a long time. So the such dharma is this one. That is why when we say about this Sharanagata Samrakshana, that is time eternal dharma. For such dharma, sacrificing one's own life is not at all a big deal. That is what our acharyas show here, as sacrificing one's own life is something temporary in front of a time eternal dharma like Sharanagata Samrakshana. So if we protect such a person even by sacrificing our own lives, then that person would always be grateful at all times. This is what this verse shows here. In this way, here, at any cost, such kind of a person should be protected, is what Lord Rama establishes with this verse. This could be seeming like, is it really possible today? And these kind of questions could arise in the mind. But however, as I told you before, this is the most auspicious thing, as Valmiki described. One second, as I have already told you, this is one dharma which is coming from time eternal. So this is what Rama is trying to establish here, that is, even at the cost of sacrificing one's own life, such kind of person should be protected. Let us see the continuation verse after this in the upcoming episode. Thank you.